toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Reeder. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Great place to start for this offense. The give out of the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball's snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. On the ground, it's Reeder. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Offense gets set for second down. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they will score! Touchdown, Northwestern! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the right. There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. The lone back's got it. Running into the open space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Iowa 21, Northwestern 7.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
There he goes! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run, quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Pulls it in. It's Westbrook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Time to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
Wants to fire on second down. Lobs it off the back foot. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll start the third quarter with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They kick it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Reeder. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. Something about missed field goals, even long ones like that, a bit demoralizing. Now the offense set up, breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Farrell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long.
Turning it on! And they're able to get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Northwestern, 14.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reeder. There he goes! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough, because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Running to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the run, it's Moulton. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space.
The returner is tackled down at the 43. And the Iowa
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stuffed on back.